Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes video, and today it is indeed a special one as we take a look at the complete character roster for LEGO Marvel Superheroes. There are over 150 different playable characters, and let's get into it. I'm not going to show each and every character because that would be like a 4-hour, 5-hour video probably, because I would probably want to showcase each and every single one. But that being said, if you want to see any one of them showcased specifically for gameplay, post it in the comment section below. On top of that, I'd love for you guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, to smash that like button. And on top of all that, of course, let me know in the comment section below which is your favorite character out of the whole bunch that I will show you today. So here we are on a rooftop in New York City. Let's get rocking and let's get rolling as we begin. Now that is a perfect thing to showcase right there, is that not only do we have some characters like, for example, right there, it's the Hulk. He can turn also into Bruce Banner, which technically I guess would count as two characters, right? Because Bruce Banner and the Hulk are two different characters. They're not two different people, but they're two different characters for sure. So that being said, here we are. Let's get the list up here. So here's a perfect example. We've got multiple Iron Man outfits right here. So we kick things off. I'll wait for the Tony Stark to appear. And then we got the Tony Stark in the... Well, actually, you know what? Let's start with the Mark 1. We got Mark 6, Mark 7, Mark 42, Tony Stark in his underwear, and Iron Man in the Extremis armor, I believe it was. Just a moment. Let's take a look at that one again. I think it's... Oh, no. Heroic Age and then Heartbreaker armor. That's what it was. It's not Extremis armor. My apologies. Then we've got the Hulk right here. Spider-Man both in his regular classic blue and red outfit, plus the Future Foundation outfit. We've got Captain America Classic and movie version. Boom. Got Mr. Fantastic in his Future Foundation outfit. And also, of course, his regular blue outfit with the, the classic outfit for the Fantastic Four. We've got Hawkeye, Black Widow, Wolverine, both with the cowl on and with the cowl off. Human Torch, who, of course, that's his human form, but he can turn into the flame-on version, obviously. We've got Thor, both in his classic version and in the film version, which is great. Cyclops is available right here, the Astonishing X-Men version and the regular Cyclops, the, I believe, Jim Lee version of Cyclops. We've got Phoenix and Jean Grey in both forms, so that's pretty gosh darn cool. Storm is right here. Beast, I'm a beast. Iceman, one of the few characters, one of the two, I believe, characters that has the ability to freeze stuff, which is very cool. Invisible Woman, both in her Fantastic Four outfit and in her Future Foundation outfit, of course, to go along with the other members, such as Spider-Man and Mr. Fantastic. Speaking of the Future Foundation, we've got the Thing in his classic outfit, plus, of course, the Future Foundation outfit as well, to round out the list of the Future Foundation members. We've got Nick Fury, looking like a boss, Maria Hill, and Agent Coulson to round out the first row of 20 characters. Each row has 20 characters, so keep that in mind. Alrighty, apologize about that, guys. Here we go. Then we've got Damage Control, just a regular kind of worker type character. Curt Connors, who of course can turn into the Lizard. So this is another one of those examples where, for example, let me show you. Curt Connors, right? There he is. Good old Curt. Hanging out. And then you just hold this. Boom, he drinks that potion. Whoa! One of the coolest transformations in the game, for sure. We've got Colossus. Carnage, very cool character indeed. Captain Britain, Bullseye. Oh wow, I didn't even know that Alter Ego is a achievement. Cool, that's nice. Or a trophy, I should say. Bullseye, Blob, or The Blob, Blade, Black Panther, Black Cat, Black Bolt, Beetle. Aunt May, which was a very big shock. I didn't expect that they would put her in the game. We've got Arnim Zola, very cool for that. Archangel, would have loved to see two versions of him as well, would have been kind of cool. We've got Ant-Man, of course, Aldrich Killian. Ant-Man can actually become tiny, which is very cool. The AIM Agent, the Absorbing Man, and Abomination. Next up, we've got Daredevil, Deadpool, two of my favorite characters next to one another. That's very cool. Of course, we've got the Destroyer minifigure version, meaning he's not a big, ginormous figure as we see him in the game. Doctor Doom, Dr. Octopus, both in his classic version and the Ultimate Spider-Man version, which is really, really cool. One of my personal faves in the game, Doctor Strange, the Doombot. Then we've got the Doombot V-Series, so we've got three different Doom kind of esque characters. We've got Doctor Doom, Doombot, and Doombot V-Series. We've got Dormammu, we've got Drax, Electro, both Ultimate and regular version. So again, we've got a lot of love for the Ultimate universe, especially for the Spider-Man villains, which is cool. Elektra, Emma Frost, the Frost Giant, very cool there. Galactus, of course, this is a minifigure version. Gambit, Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy squad, Ghost Rider, Green Goblin, and the Green Goblin Ultimate. This is one of those few occasions where the two different characters are apart, which is kind of neato. Next up after that, we've got Groot, of course, another member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Gwen Stacy, Havoc, Heimdall, Herbie to go along with the Fantastic Four, Howard the Duck, Hydra Agent, Iron Fist, Iron Man in his Hulkbuster armor, so a little bit more love for Iron Man, J. Jonah Jameson, Juggernaut, Kingpin Henchman. We've got Kraven the Hunter, one of my personal favorites for Spider-Man villains. Curse, we've got a different version of him as well, so stay tuned for that. There's Luffy, I can't pronounce that. That's a hard one for me to pronounce. I apologize about that. Leader, Liberty. I always, whenever I see Leader, I think of the old Hulk cartoon from the 90s. Liberty, which is, of course, a Statue of the Liberty minifigure, which is cool. Loki, Magneto, two of the big baddies in the game. Magneto Acolyte, Malekith, Mandarin, both the film version and the comic book version of him. Of course, we've got Mary Jane Watson. We couldn't have Gwen Stacy without MJ. Mastermind, the Mini Sentinel, which is a minifigure version of the Sentinel design. MODOK, a very, very cool figure as well. Let me even, in fact, show him, because he's one of those very unique ones. You see, he's kind of like a minifigure, but he's got this kind of base that he's in. Very cool. Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Mysterio, one of my personal faves. Mystique, Nightmare, Nova. Whoops. Of course, we got Pepper Potts, both in her rescue armor and her regular, not armored mode, which is cool. Polaris, one of the few characters that has magnetic abilities, I should say. Power Man, Professor Xavier, or Charles Xavier, or Professor X. Pick whichever one you like. Psylocke, Punisher, Pyro. Next up after that, Red Hulk, who also turns into General Ross. So again, even more variety in that sense. Now, as I said before, there are actually 149 character slots. Like, there's slots. As far as the slots themselves, there are 149. I apologize if you guys just heard some beeping. It was my neighbor. He just bought a new truck, and it beeps really loud. There's 149 slots, but as you can see, for example, for the Iron Man slot, there's like 7 armors. So technically, it's different variations on the character as well, right? So just keep that in mind. So we've got Red Hulk, who can turn into General Ross, Red Skull, Rhino, Rocket Raccoon, one of the final members of the Guardians of the Galaxy that we have yet to look at. Of course, Ronan the Accuser, Roxxon Guard, Sabretooth, Sandman, a Sandman Goon, She-Hulk, Shield Agent, Shocker, Silver Samurai, Silver Surfer, Spider-Woman, Squirrel Girl, one of the most obscure ones in the game. Of course, we've got Stan Lee, who can turn into Stanley Hulk, which is very cool. The leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord. We've got the superior Spider-Man version of Spider-Man, which is really, really neato. Super Skrull Soldier. We've got the Symbiote Scientist in the hazmat suit. Taskmaster, the final character that I unlocked in the game personally. Toad, Union Jack, Venom, who turns into a big version of Venom. So let me show you that, because I absolutely adore the transformation for this. Look at this. This is so cool. Come on! Let's see it already. This is going to be epic. Get ready. Hold on. Buckle in. If you've got a belt buckle, buckle in. Check this out. Look at that. How cool is that? He just tears the old figure in half. That is so awesome. I love it. That is really cool. We've got Viper, Vulture, War Machine, both the Iron Patriot version, which is from the film, of course, and War Machine himself. Wasp, Whiplash from the film, of course, based on Mickey Rourke's interpretation, not the comic book version, nor the Ultimate comic book version. We've got Wizard. Then we've got 26 slots for custom figures, which means that those are basically up to you, however you decide to design them, which is really, really cool. So we've got A through Z, or Z, depending on how you like to pronounce that. Next up after that, these are all DLC content, so this is something that you would not see on your character roster if you did not purchase the DLC packs, or, for example, get the Super Pack via pre-ordering the game or something like that. So it really is kind of optional characters, I guess, on the roster. But I've still want to kind of showcase them to you guys to show you a complete roster. So we've got Rick Jones, aka A-Bomb, to round out kind of the big Hulk-type characters. Thanos, very cool. I can't believe that he's not in the game as a character, so I think just for him it's worth getting the pack. Next up after that, we've got Beta Ray Bill, Dark Phoenix to go along with the regular Phoenix and the version of Jean Grey, so you get kind of 3 different versions of that character. One of my personal favorites is Falcon. Next up after that, we've got a Hawkeye version for the classic one, which I kind of prefer. I don't particularly love the new version of Hawkeye, like the film interpretation. The classic outfit and everything is really, really cool in my mind. Symbiote Spider-Man, which is really neat. Again, another version of Spider-Man to go along into our collection and roster. And the Winter Soldier rounds out the Super Pack DLC pack. Then after that, we've got the Thor 2 The Dark World DLC pack, which I believe is $2 instead of the $5 of the Super Pack. We've got Curse, the Dark World version. As I mentioned before, we have the regular one available in-game. We've got Odin, which is very cool. Malekith in the Dark World version. Jane Foster, Sith, of course, Volstagg, Hogun, and Fandral. So there you have it, guys. That is the complete roster. There are 149 character slots. As far as the actual characters, it really depends on how you want to count them. Like if you, for example, count Pepper Potts as one character and then the Rescue Armor as another character, there's a whole different number, obviously, character, because then we've got probably closer to, I would imagine, probably 175 characters, maybe even closer, maybe even higher than that, because some of them are not even showcased. Like, you know, Red Hulk, you don't see General Ross, but those are 2 different characters, right? So you got that version. So it really depends on how far you want to go to count what is a different character. But if you just count each one of these circles as its own, then there are 149 characters in total available with all the DLC at the time of this particular recording. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed this, of course, smash that like button, share the videos with your family and friends, and favorite the videos as well. It really does help me out a ton. Stay tuned. If you guys want to see any gameplay for a specific character, let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to showcase it for you guys. And of course, have a fantastic day. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later. There goes Venom. Yikes! That was funny. Hey, Taxi. Really?